Hello everyone. Today we have learning about determination of the melting points of given organic compounds and unknown organic compounds using electrically heated melting point apparatus. Aim to determine the melting points of given organic compounds and an unknown organic compound using an electrically heated melting point apparatus, and to identify the unknown compound by comparison with known values. Apparatus required electrically heated melting point apparatus, MEL-temp. Thermometer, capillary tubes, organic compounds, known and unknown, mortar and pestle. Weighing boat. Introduction. The melting point of a pure organic compound is an intensive physical property. Similar to density and boiling point, it is independent of the amount of substance present. The melting point is defined as the temperature at which a solid changes into a liquid. Experimentally, the melting point is recorded as a range of temperatures from the point at which the first crystal starts melting to the temperature at which the last crystal completely disappears. Pure compounds melt over a narrow temperature range, whereas impure compounds melt over a wider range, and usually at a lower temperature. Purpose of determining melting point: to determine the purity of an organic compound, to identify an unknown organic compound by comparing its melting point with known compounds, to characterize organic compounds. Safety, precautions. Always wear safety goggles during the experiment. The melting point apparatus becomes very hot during operation. Do not touch the hot parts. Handle capillary tubes carefully as they break easily. Wash hands properly after completing the experiment. Per K, obtain a capillary melting point tube and a known organic compound. If required, grind the known compound into a fine powder using a mortar and pestle. Place a small amount of the finely ground known compound in a weighing boat. Push the open end of the capillary tube into the compound so that about 1–2 mm of the sample enters the tube. Larger samples may heat unevenly. Hold the closed end of the capillary tube and place it into a dropping tube. Drop the capillary tube vertically so that the powder packs firmly at the bottom. Remove the capillary tube from the dropping tube. Place the capillary melting point tube in the electrically heated melting point MEL-temp apparatus with the closed end pointed downward. Switch on the MEL-temp apparatus. Set the power level to obtain the desired heating rate. Start with a low setting and adjust gradually to control the rate of temperature increase. The sample should be observed continuously so that the melting point is not missed. Record the melting range, which begins when the sample first starts to melt and ends when the sample is completely melted. Turn off the MEL-temp apparatus and allow it to cool to about 50 degrees Celsius before testing the unknown compound. A hairdryer on cool setting may be used to speed up cooling. Prepare the sample of the unknown organic compound in the same manner as the known compound. Determine and record the melting range of the unknown compound and compare it with standard values. Observation table. Melting points of known compounds. Known compound. Melting point: degree C, palmitic acid 63 to 64, stearic acid 69–70, vanillin 81 to 83, oxalic acid, dihydrate 101 to 2, benzoic acid 122, acetyl salicylic acid 138, 140. Table 1. Melting points of known compounds. Result: melting points data tables, known/unknown compound, melting range, degree C. And that brings us to the end of this practical explanation. Please note, this is not something written by me in my own practical copy. All the content shown in this video has been taken from standard and repeatedly referred reference books, so you can confidently write the same in your practical notebook. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and share it with your classmates. Comment below if you have any questions or doubts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more accurate and exam-based content. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned with Chem Experiment.